Joining us live from the pavilion space at the Baku Stadium, where COP29 is currently underway, is Dr. James Kirkham, Chief Scientific Advisor of the ICCI, which is the International Cryosphere Climate Initiative. First question to you. Donald Trump, the US President-elect, had pulled the US from the Paris Agreement the last time he was president, often going so far as questioning even the existence of climate change. Now, while the US has reassured that its efforts towards tackling global warming will not change, should the US again withdraw from the pact under Donald Trump, what are the likely consequences of it on any target that COP29 aims to achieve? Considering, and this is very important, the United States is the world's second largest emitter of greenhouse gases after China.
So good morning, thank you. So yes, as you say, the US is the second largest emitter globally. So withdrawing from the Paris Agreement again would be disastrous for the world, but also the US, because the green climate transition is not a negative thing. Actually, it brings many, many positives in terms of jobs, cleaner air, cleaner water security as well. Billions of people, not just the US. So pulling out again would be a huge mistake for the world, and frankly would also hurt the US and economy.
Dr. Kirkham, scientists say that 2024 is the warmest year on record. Now, COP29 has been labelled the finance COP because it seeks to increase funding to support lower-income countries in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Now, these are countries which are also the most affected. I've seen the 2024 report from the ICCI. Now, for our viewers, explain to us how critical is it to reduce greenhouse emissions? If you could just extrapolate through some numbers, perhaps.
So currently the world is heading well over 3 degrees of warming in our current emissions policies, and we have to halve that to 1.5 degrees. Stand any chance to being able to adapt to the changes and challenges that are coming to us in the future. In the cryosphere, which is the frozen parts of the world, are glaciers, they provide us water, and also sea level rise from the big ice sheets in Greenland and Antarctica exceeding 1.5 would be truly catastrophic. This is because 10 million people live within 10 meters of sea level rise, and if we begin to accelerate the loss of these ice sheets, inundating cities, reducing agricultural land, and having very large impacts on extreme weather as well as this, the water from glaciers and snow globally provides fresh water, drinking water, irrigation, and also power from hydropower to billions of people globally. So if we begin to blast past our climate targets, our thresholds, we're seeing severe loss and damage that we cannot adapt to. This is why it is so critical we limit them to 1.5 degrees to give ourselves time and a chance, correctly financed, to then limit the warming and reduce the impacts to an extent that we can adapt to the species.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kirkham, for joining us with those invaluable inputs. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.